Almost.
Forgetting.
It's not New Year's for us yet.
No, we've done it, lived it, and recovered from it.
So how's 2021 looking?
Well, I've got a few predictions for you. New beginnings.
Oh,
as in
I'm so ready for some new beginnings.
I think we were all the same at the party I was at last night. We were all, bye 2020, and all keen. Yeah, totally. So it was actually a really nice get together, because I think we were all glad to see the back of.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Bye, do you know? So no looking back to 2020. There's nothing to hold dear.
Oh gosh, no way. So it looks like the creative shop by Sandra is here, and Maribel is here, and Lizzie is here. So hey guys, Happy New Year!
Hi guys. Hello. How exciting. It's probably a tricky time, isn't it? Because people may be out partying or in bed.
Yeah, that's probably true. I don't know how many viewers we'll actually get tonight.
No. I know that my family are probably in bed, and my friends, and this is the UK and Scotland, they'll be either in the midst of partying or sound asleep.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Hi, Jamie. That. No. And here, it's only 10:30 at night in New York. And so everywhere west of New York, it's earlier. So.
And are you allowed out in New York?
What's that?
Are you allowed to go out in New York? Or is it restricted?
Well, I'm not. I'm on quarantine right now, officially. I had 3 family members positive today.
Oh.
Yeah. So we were exposed, and we were really careful at Christmas. We had literally 2 people come at Christmas, and they only came for an hour and a half, 2 hours, but both of them tested positive. So fingers crossed.
Here's hoping it's not the new improved version of COVID.
I hope not.
I'm laughing nervously.
Yeah. So Maribel is asking, is it 2020? Yeah, it sure is. Yahoo!
It was actually 16 hours ago for me, Maribel. So it's 4:30 p.m. on the 1st of January. So I've been out, welcomed 2021, and been to bed.
And she's up again already.
I'm up again, just.
Oh, so on Monday mornings, Elaine, you can think, or on Monday afternoons, you can think, oh, Julie hasn't even had Monday yet.
Exactly. I'm over that cusp of getting out of bed and going to work. You still to do it, you know?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's weird. I sometimes can't get my head around it.
Yeah, I know the 18-hour time difference. In fact, I have it on my phone. All of my friends, what time it is where they are.
I've got it world clock. I've got it too.
Yeah,
I have it as well.
Yeah, that's the only way I could figure out what time to do this.
See, you have time zones in the States. I don't have that. In New Zealand, we only have one time zone. When I lived in the UK, we only had one time zone. So it was really simple. But yeah, I can imagine it's tricky.
Yeah, because Kate, for the yarn hookers, Kate is on one time zone, and then I'm on another time zone with Melanie, and then Ginger's on another time zone too. So yeah, it can get tricky sometimes.
I had a girlfriend, well, I have a girlfriend still. She lives in Queensland, but she's a midwife, and she worked in a hospital that was over into a different state, but like, say 20 minutes away. I can't remember which state. So she was actually working in different time zones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I thought, that must be so complicated. I'm late for a normal time zone. Never mind keeping track of that.
Well, if she was if she lived east of where she worked, she'd be early. So
All right. Okay. I'm just going to say hi to
yeah,
David.
yeah,
Hi,
hi
nice to meet
David.
you too, Laurie. Oh,
There
wow.
we go.
Oh, I'm partying here. What are you having to drink, Lizzie?
Yeah, Lizzie, what are you having to drink? I'm having the usual.
What's that, root beer?
Diet root beer.
I've had, in fact, the thought of alcohol at the moment is making me feel a bit queasy.
I
I've got
bet.
Diet Coke. No.
Yeah, we had to specifically put this this live at a time when Elaine was back into her body and recovered from her evening last night. So you went out and you had a good time?
I did. It was lovely. Really good. The pubs were quiet. I think everyone had made other arrangements, but we were going to a party anyway. So met at the pubs. There was a cover band on, had a wee dance, and then went up to a party, and it was great. And I got home about 3:30.
Oh my gosh.
And could string two work together. So it was fine.
Yeah. You're still a night owl, huh?
Oh, totally. Especially with menopause, I'm even worse.
I have to say, it's not a bad thing. I'm not minding it at all.
So what's that? Oh, Moscow Mule. Sydney Sharp. I've never
Yeah.
had one of them.
A Moscow Mule. I only have an adult beverage and special occasions. Yeah.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I can make a special occasion out of any situation. Has its positive.
I finished the Granny Square. Let's have a drink.
Yes. Oh,
It's Tuesday. Let's have a drink.
Hump Day. That's a good one.
Hump Day.
I'm not. I used to be like that. I'm not now. I just can't recover quick enough.
Yeah.
And I've got another party tomorrow. So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's on the weekend.
Yeah, and we're off and we get quite good holidays. I'm not even taking extra leave, but I got like 5 days off Christmas and 5 days off New Year. I tell a lie, I took one day, 23rd and the 23rd December, 30th of January, but that gave me 5 days, 2 days working, 5 days off. And that's not touching much of my leave. So, because it's summer here.
Yeah.
So this is, people think it must be great, it's summer and all that, but it's actually a nuisance because we have Christmas and summer holidays to plan all at once and then nothing till the next year.
Yeah. Yeah. I
so,
do.
Never
So
mind.
do kids in New Zealand go to school?
This is their summer holidays, so they're off about 7 weeks.
Right. That's what I was thinking. It's summertime for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't get that built-in Christmas break.
Yeah, they do. So most people have all the big long holidays this time and normally would have a mid-year holiday. Like maybe I would go to Australia one year. We went to the UK and Europe and things. But we can't travel now because if we leave, we have to pay for a 2-week isolation in a 5-star hotel.
Oh, wow.
So that you can add on thousands to you. So people are just staying home. So it's great for our tourists, our tourism. So
yeah. Oh, it sounds nice though. I've always wanted to go there.
I've always wanted to go to New York. So hey,
come on over.
Yeah.
When this is all over, you don't want to be here now, but come when it's all over.
No, I don't want to. My friend I used to work with for years lives and works in Manhattan, but he lives in Washington Heights, and it just looked like apartments galore. It didn't look like, a nice tourist area.
Yeah.
House swap, Emma, yes.
She might be disappointed. I have a very small house.
Well, I have a very old house. It's in the midst of, for 10 years we've been renovating. We're still not finished.
Oh, I understand. My kitchen is torn apart right now because we're painting and it's a mess. It's a mess. So how's Teddy?
Tasmania, Jenny Boucher. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever seen a Tasmanian devil, Jenny? I believe they still exist.
Oh, thanks, David. Yeah, David's been up here before. I'm not anywhere near the city. I'm up in the country. I have cows down the road that way, and I have sheep down the road that way.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I like
well, David, David's lived in Washington Heights, and it's all right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, upstate Manhattan. There's Pat.
That's my friend. Hi, Pat. You made it.
Pat. Friend of Elaine's is a friend of mine.
Yes, of course. But we only know each other through Kiwi Crocheter, though. But we've become good pals through that.
I always refer to you as just Kiwi.
Like, yeah, hey, that's Kiwi, fine.
Kiwi said this and Kiwi said that.
Yeah. It's simple just to say that. And I am Kiwi Crocheter, but sometimes I forget and call me Kiwi Crocheter.
I've heard you say that before.
And I go, no, that's Canadian Crocheter.
You're getting your channel mixed up.
Yes. Last night at the party, or this morning at the party, there was my friend's son was up from Wellington, and he works in communications and things. And I says, oh, I'm being interviewed tomorrow on YouTube. And he's, wow, really? Why? And I went, oh, because I'm a fiber artist. Now he was like, that sounds so interesting. And then a few of my friends piped up, she's a crocheter.
She crochets.
I went, fiber artist.
Fiber artist is a good thing to say. I like it.
Yes, so do I.
Wait, how long have you been crocheting, Elaine?
I did it as a child, probably. My mom showed me a basic, and it was just kind of going in the round with a granny.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't even know if I did corners properly. And then about 5 years ago, I was making tutus, for the kids, with the gauze and things. And I was making tutus, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice if I could put flowers on it? So I crocheted hundreds of flowers. And then I didn't do anything again. And then in January of last year, I joined a group on Facebook, and it was to start crocheting. And it was a disaster. There was no support. And I really was stuck. And I didn't know. So we were asking, how do I do that? And, oh, this is probably too advanced for you. You'd be as well leaving. And I thought, I don't want to leave. So a woman who had a baby in Los Angeles, and another lady in Canada, I can't remember exactly where, they were really supportive, and we left and kind of started our own group. So it's called Just Another Crochet Group. So I'm not really involved in it, but I'm in the background, but I'm still friends with them. And that got me started again. And I made dolly clothes and a blanket.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of your doll clothes.
Yeah, so officially it's coming up 1 year. And what about you, Julie?
You just restarted a year ago.
Yeah.
Wow. And you guys, I'm going to show you some of Elaine's work because it's beautiful. I hope you don't mind. It's so pretty. It's on your Instagram, so I figured you wouldn't mind.
Oh, no, not at all.
All right, let me see. Whoops, hang on. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. I think I can. We're going to give it a try.
Glad you're in charge.
I love this one. Let's see. There.
Oh, yes. My husband made that for me. The blanket ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the one that's so colorful, because that's the one that I made the shawl for my sister, the same colors. Yeah.
The happy mandala, I think. No, is it? Yeah. Is it ombre happy?
I'm
useless at remembering yarn
I
names.
can't remember. I cannot remember the name of the color. But I love this one too. The 3-dimensional. Now, is that from a kit?
Which one?
Oh, it's not showing. I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Let me get back to what I was doing. I forgot to share the screen. It doesn't work if I don't share it. Let me see if I can find it again.
Hey, Pat, just whilst Julie's looking, you can steal Fibre Artist. Ah, yes, that's quite a recent make. And
that was the one did you make that for your neighbor that you were?
That's exactly right, my neighbour. And they moved into their house on the 18th of December. And she posted, I'll share it on Facebook. She sent me a picture of her new bedroom with this on the foot of her bed. And it's beautiful.
Aww, it's so pretty. I love the ruffle border too.
Yes, and that was all just like yarn from Spotlight, which is like the Michaels equivalent, but we have it in New Zealand and Australia, and not expensive yarn at all. And it's a fibre spider pattern.
Yeah,
and I love it. So I've got a few of those blankets I want to make. But I think I'm going to start maybe not journaling, but planning, because I have a million things in my head. I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I lose track.
I've got a notebook.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm going to start trying. That might be a resolution.
That's on my list of questions. So that's on your resolution. Do you have any other resolutions on your list?
Yeah, and this is one that's probably going to put me in a bad light. But since I found crocheting, I have been quite a bad housewife. And I didn't used to be. And I think my husband's pulling his weight a lot more than I am, because he's a great guy. So my resolution is I'm going to have to get a happy medium.
Yeah.
Sad as that is.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. There's not enough hours in the day for crocheters, that's for sure.
And I last weekend it was 18 million New Zealand dollars on Lotto, and we don't do Lotto, but I bought a ticket because we live by the beach, and there's a section and it's very unusual, but it's got riparian rights. And it's a section to build a house on, and you have your own beach. Well, that's unheard of here.
Wow.
But it just for the section is 5 million New Zealand dollars.
So did you win?
Well, no, and it put me in a bad mood for about 3 days. Because I was convinced.
You were convinced if you just bought that ticket, you were going to win.
I'm going to buy that land and I'm going to retire. Didn't happen. Hey ho. So that's another one. I'm gonna be a good housewife.
Oh,
maybe.
I'm sure you're a good housewife. Maybe not a good housekeeper.
I used to be, but I think I kind of gone off it with being an artist and things,
Fiber artists, you have to go where your dreams take you.
I'm sure Van Gogh didn't have a really clean house.
He didn't have an ear either, Elaine. But
no, I'm not going that far.
So Maribel is asking about the pattern. I don't know whether she's talking about the corner to corner one or the other one. Did I show? No, I didn't show another one. I just showed the corner to corner.
I think, Maribel, it is on one of my vlogs or podcasts. It's on one of them. But can I add notes to live, or once it's finished, Julie, is it kaput? Can I add a link or in the description?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, actually. And I always forget to tell people, you are welcome to, put this on your channel and share a link or whatever, put it on a playlist. I don't know.
Yeah, but the fiber spider one, I'll link it for you, because I also used the same pattern to make a cushion cover out of cotton, and it's a great pattern and so simple.
Yeah,
And
just send me the link and I can put it on. And yeah.
oh, right. Yeah, that's great. I'll do that. The other, I was going to make a gingham cover, but the gingham you have to carry the yarn through. And because I was using like maybe a fingering weight, or it was a very fine yarn, you could see it through. So I changed it to that C2C block.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah.
better. I love it.
I love the corner to corner.
Yeah, it's only the second one I've done, but it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And so much texture. It just suits me, my artistic side. I'm going to play on this.
I like the ease of it. I just like the mindlessness of it. So Lori said she was watching Fiber Floozy and she was showing how she's organizing her planner for the year.
Right, I should probably watch that.
And Lori also says she's also become a terrible housewife.
I think you become so involved in what you're making or planning that boring things.
Yeah.
You're boring. Go away. Right, I'm just going to look for this pattern tutorial.
Yeah. So Road Called Life is saying, just popping in for a quick happy and hopeful 2021 to everyone. 2021 is 10 minutes away from me. Happy New Year, Jules. Thanks,
Happy
Taryn. Thanks,
hey,
Taryn.
and I just noticed, I looked up the Norma Woolley has just logged in to hear a definite Scottish accent. She loves it and misses it. Oh, Norma.
Pat says life is too short to worry about dust.
It is.
Yeah, I like that. I saw it. I think it was on a T-shirt or something, and it said, "I dusted once and it came back. I'm not falling for that again."
I'm quite similar. I'm like that with food shopping. You know, you go spend $500 on baskets and baskets of shopping, and 2 teenage boys in the house, it can be gone in a day or two. It's a thankless job.
Definitely. Lori says, good Lord, crochet and a beach nearby? You would have to call the authorities on me and have my house condemned.
Oh, I know. And it's funny, you become, I don't know if complacent's the word, but people come in my house and you see the water. And I mean, it's like a 20-minute walk, but I'm high up. So I look down and I could see islands and things in the Pacific.
Oh, nice.
But it's a 5-minute drive, if that. But people come in and say, "Oh, your view is amazing." I don't even notice it now. Isn't it? It's sad.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I do.
Yeah. It's kind of ho-hum. Right, I found this. Now I'm just trying to find Julie. There we go. Right, I've sent you the first link for the blanket.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah.
It comes in a few parts, but you basically choose any pattern. And I chose what's a yarn that changes colours?
Variegated?
Is it
self-striping?
Yeah, it's not gradient,
Ombre?
It's well, you see, it's like, but it was very subtle changes, and it just worked out well. Although it was 3 different balls or skeins, it was cakes actually, 3 different cakes.
Oh, yeah.
They all blended together. And
they were it seems like you did a video on those. Were they Karen cakes?
No, they were cheap. They're called angel cakes, and they're 50% cotton and 50% nylon
nylon or polyester or something. I remember the video.
They were so good and cheap as chips. Well, for New Zealand, probably expensive for you guys.
I love that phrase, cheap as chips.
Cheap as chips. Actually, chips aren't that cheap here.
Why are potatoes rare?
I don't know, but they just seem to have gone up in price. And the portions are smaller, but I don't eat spuds anymore. So.
Oh, I love them, but
now I'm missing some messages.
What's that?
Oh, look at that. Quentin Crisp wrote that after 4 years, the dust doesn't get any thicker. Oh. Listen, I've told my kids recently that they're not allowed to move anything, and if or not put a fingerprint in it, because see, if you don't, people don't notice the dust. It's only when people lift something up or go, oh, look at that you see it, and then I have to clean it.
Yeah, so just don't touch anything, and you won't disturb the dust.
And don't whiz past, and cause a
little mini tornadoes going around.
A teenage tornado.
Aren't they all? So, Elaine, how long have you been in New Zealand? Because you're clearly not from there originally.
No, I'm not. I came here in 97 for a year because my family thought, oh, you need to. I had my own house and a good job, but I did nothing but party and and you can't live that life forever. So I rented a room to a friend that I worked with who was over from New Zealand working in my hometown for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then her stepfather got sick and she says, look, I have to go home. Why don't you come? And this was in 1997, coming up to the end of 97. So I said to my family and they were like, this is great. But I would have no one here. So I thought, okay, I'll do it. And I rented my house out for a year and I came out and I liked it. First 6 weeks I was going home, but then I loved it. But I only had a year's visa. So I went back in 98. So I was here for exactly 12 months. But in that time, I met my husband.
Oh.
So I went back because I was starting uni. And then things were, I wasn't getting any younger. And I thought, why not make a change? So I didn't start uni and I came here and we got married.
You met the cute Kiwi. I don't blame you.
Yeah, he's nice. He's a nice guy.
Well, that's good.
But luckily enough, I wasn't just marrying him for a green card. I did actually like him.
Have you seen that movie Green Card?
Yes, I love that.
I love that one too.
I don't know if I could marry Gerard Depardieu. He wasn't my cup of tea.
Well, that's okay.
I'm
sure your husband doesn't look anything like him.
He doesn't, fortunately.
That's a good thing. That's not bad.
So do you live wherever? Have you lived in your area your whole life?
Yeah, I used to live about 10 to 15 miles away in a small city called Binghamton. And my husband grew up right down the road. His parents live down the road and his sister lives up the road and his brother lives that way. So yeah, we moved out here and it's really nice to have family close by and yeah.
I'm laughing at Sydney Schrack says, I was born in 97.
I didn't want to highlight that one.
No, I'm laughing because, oh my God, I'd done a lot of living by 97.
Me too.
Funny comments about Green Card. It was a good movie, wasn't it? Who was the female lead?
Andy McDowell.
Yeah, I thought it was her.
Yeah. Teenagers are allergic to any type of housework.
Listen, I can't even put into words. I have one who's good, my older boy. My younger one, if I didn't love him so much, I'd throw him out the house.
My son keeps his room absolutely spotless. He doesn't care what the rest of the house looks like, but his room is always very clean.
No, my younger boy, you can't find floor space. And I make him tidy it up, but then he'll get his friend in and make his friend do it. I
That's a
know.
pretty good friend.
Yeah, his friend's really good and he stays here a lot. We love him. But he's such a good guy. And so his room's tidied often, but it's squalid in 2 hours.
Oh, his poor friend.
Yeah, no, it's just but no, as my husband's lets him off with a bit. I'll let him be a child, but
yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, you can only keep them for so long, I guess. So you gotta.
Yes, exactly. I remember when they were little, telling everyone that I wasn't. Oh, I can't bear the thought of my children leaving. Oh, the empty nest. Now, I'm like that. Another yarn room.
Ooh, I almost got my phone off my leg.
Right. What I'm missing? Yeah, just looking at some of the
comments. Yeah.
What does that mean? Get them some Benadryl.
Must have been something up earlier in the chat.
What for the allergies? Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. But the Benadryl's just going to put them to sleep and you won't get anything done.
Yeah, and we used to have Fenergon here. I don't know if you had the same, but it was like a sedative allergy thing. It's prescription only.
Oh, it sounds like Sudafed.
Oh my gosh, it was. It was for babies. It was brilliant. Or children. Well, it wasn't prescription. It was pharmacy only, so you could get it if you signed your name and address at the pharmacy. Now they've made it prescription only because parents were giving it to the kids on flights to make the kids sleep. But about maybe 30% of kids have a reaction to it and go crazy. So you would have mental children run. So now it's much stricter. Fortunately, my kids didn't react like that. And they were.
Oh my gosh. Look at this.
Yeah, but Jenny, I don't know how easy it is to get now, but it was amazing stuff, Fenergon.
Fenergon. I've never heard of that.
That's probably maybe do you know how you have their generic names and then the
yeah. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, like pseudoephedrine or pseudoephedrine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Easily seen. We're not druggies, Julie. We can't say the right name, but that's that stuff that they're always importing inside dollies and.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you.
No, that's not good. So
first.
So I saw your Christmas presents.
I haven't opened the Addi yet.
I love your mug.
Yes, isn't that good?
So great. I love that mug. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I want one of those.
Well, it's from someone in New York, Julie, in that area. Yep. Cost me a fortune, but I said to my husband, do you want to get me something unusual for my Christmas? And he went, what is it? And I told him what it was so that he could pay for it. And I mean, it's a very cheap mug, but
so maybe I can get it cheap.
Yeah, you would. I love it. And although it maybe cost the price of a whole dinner service to get it to New Zealand, I love it. It's mine.
It's so cool.
I think I might have put the link.
I'll have to look. I didn't even look to see if there was a link.
It's Snapdragon. It's this really amazing young woman who buys secondhand crocheted items and repurposes them. And she was in like an art studio. Do you know where all different artists go together? Have a look. She was dead interested.
Snapdragon, is that what you said it was called?
Snapdragon.
Okay, and so for everybody, I forget not everybody knows what we're talking about. Elaine got this mug, a coffee mug, and it's black. The whole thing is black. But when you pour hot liquid in it, how many would you say? 100, 200? Little tiny granny squares appear, and they're all different colors, and it's so pretty.
It's so cute, isn't it? I loved it.
Really,
and
really cool.
I love granny squares.
Yeah.
I hated them. Now I love them.
Oh, Pat is saying, show the mug. I don't remember seeing it.
You know,
I'll have to leave a link to the video.
I am in a different part of the house. Everyone's upstairs. We've got a flat downstairs where I have a student stays. She's from Thailand and goes to uni here. And normally she's gone because she only stays, say, maybe 40 weeks of the year. But because she can't leave the country, because she is not allowed back into New Zealand, they're so strict.
Yeah.
Which has benefited us.
Absolutely.
You know,
it absolutely has. I wish I was there right now.
Yeah, and it's not been nice. Like, we've got friends who are trying to get their family over. Their kids are maybe working overseas. They can't get home. It's awful. But it has benefited us. But she's had to stay. So there's an extra room beside her, which I'm hoping to turn into my craft room. It's a craft wardrobe at the moment. And I'm away from everyone, so I can't go upstairs. That's a long way around of me saying, no, it's too far to get the mug.
No, that's okay. And Pat actually says, oh, yes, I remember now. Oh, yeah, she remembers now. So I was going to ask you about your craft wardrobe, because you said was it an antique or?
Yes.
You were working on it?
My niece, who lives in an ancient old villa in a really old part of Auckland. In fact, it probably wasn't Auckland at one point. It's rural. And she lives in a little villa that they're extending and things. And she had this really ancient old, it's like an armoire, you know, it's very ornate. Yeah. And it's got those drawers, and I love those drawers. Do you know when you pull them out and they don't have a handle, they just have a little
slot. Yeah,
the slots with them. Yeah. So it's got that. And when I looked in, it said it's from Mooney Ponds in Melbourne. And inside it's so old, but I'm doing something terrible. I'm painting it white. I don't do wood. My whole house is white. Practically. Yeah. It's just what I like. So
well, that's okay.
And it was going to get thrown out. So at least it's being saved.
Absolutely, yeah. And if, someday someone wants to refinish it, have at it.
Yeah. And there's little bits of the carving that's missing. So my husband's made like a little mold.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only a little bit missing. And he says, but let's fix it.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, why not?
Why not? Before you paint it, have it fixed. And
yeah, so it's quite big and it will be lovely.
Yeah. So we'll expect when it's all done to see a tour of your yarn or more.
48 months or so and we'll be there.
We'll be waiting.
That was like in that movie, Grown Ups, when the son was still being breastfed. And I think it was Adam Sandler said, how old is he now? And he went, 48 months. Because it sounded better than...
Yeah, 4 to 8 months. Sure is.
48. It's like
48. 48. I gotcha. I haven't seen that movie, so I wasn't. I know what movie it is. Like I've seen, trailers and
stuff. I think I watched it with the kids. It's one of those movies.
Yeah. So funny. He's a riot.
Yeah. He's an unusual man.
He's odd, but he's funny.
Hey, look, Tammy said Fenergon is for nausea. Oh, I had Fenergon. I used to get really bad eczema and I was in the hospital and they gave me Fenergon to sleep and stop the itch. So maybe for other things too.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. I'm a little concerned that all of our viewers know so much about these medications.
Yeah, but isn't it amazing though, how many people know about it and how many uses it has?
Yeah. That's true of a lot of medications is they develop it for one thing and they find out it's got really good effects for other things too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So have you tried your Addi machine yet?
No.
No? Have you ever used one before?
No. Well,
so it's a new hobby.
Who knows? I And I mean, I can't say this is a resolution, but
A
I'm
goal,
very
maybe?
guilty of having lots of things on the go.
Yeah.
So I'm consciously, I have those 2 baby blankets to do for the babies that now it scares me because they're due this month. Nearly
You
finished
better
one.
get to work.
I'm scared, and they, you know, and they're not a lot of work, but the finishing, you know, the sewing in
The borders and
the tail ends, putting the tails in. Oh my God. So I'm not starting anything until I've done that.
yeah, because you got deadlines.
I've got deadlines, and I am working on a little something.
Is it something that looks like this?
Oh, Julie, it is. Mine's isn't finished.
I love my berets. All right, let's see. We'll be French.
I don't suit it. Maybe when it gets the thing on. But I don't suit hats. But I think, how do you, oh, see, you've got it sitting all nice, but I don't have the band. And I don't like the look of that.
Yeah, I always have to push all my hair back and then.
Yes, I might I might look like a boy if I did that.
Oh, what else do I have?
But aren't they great? I think it's such a good pattern. And this is the first thing, Julie, I have crocheted without a tutorial. Oh, that's nice. I like that.
That's the first thing you've crocheted without a tutorial? It's a pretty simple pattern to follow.
Don't say that. It's tricky. No, it's not. Do you know, it reminded me of amigurumi.
Oh, yeah. Same sort of methods, really.
So
yeah.
It's great. I'm delighted with it. Can't wait to finish it.
Only it's a single crochet. It's a half double crochet, not single crochets like in the amigurumi.
Do we still have people here?
I think so. Yeah, Lori says she's going to make it too.
Oh, good, Lori.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm glad everybody seems to really like it. And I'm glad because I like it too.
Yes.
It was fun to make.
And see, that is it. Emmy Phillips said that Fenergon's prescription as well. Okay. Yeah. How do you do that? That's really clever, the way you're able to highlight things.
Oh, the host can do that if I just click on it.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, Norma. Norma, did you answer where you were from in Scotland? I think I might have missed it.
I don't think she said, but she recognized your accent right away.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
What does WHT mean?
I don't know. Sydney, you're going to have to help us out with the acronyms. You got a couple old ladies here.
Yes. I thought it was what the heck, and then I thought doesn't spell what the heck.
Yeah, the T would be in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we don't want to know.
Wow. Oh, and you knew the Scottish accent. Hey, that's quite good going. No, a lot of people, even like in New Zealand, think I'm Irish or Welsh. So good on you for spotting that.
Well, it's because everybody watches Outlanders, so we all know the Scottish accent.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one who doesn't.
I've read every one of those books many times.
I liked is it Cross Stitch was the first one, eh?
Cross Stitch?
Yeah. Was it? No? Is it the Diana Gabaldon or
Diana Gabaldon? Yeah.
Yeah.
The first book?
Yeah, what was the first book? Wasn't it?
Outlander. It was called Outlander.
Oh, do you know, bet you it's got different names here.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
That could be.
In the UK, I think it was Cross Stitch.
Sydney wants to know, what type of New Year's traditions does everyone do? Well, we usually watch the ball drop. I don't know if anybody else knows what that means, but in New York City, they drop the big ball and everybody that's crazy goes into Times Square. And there's nobody in Times Square tonight. It's so strange.
Is that the first time in history?
That's my brother. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Looks like Norma's from Kinghorn Fife.
All right. Well, I'm Dundee, so I'm just there's a bridge and an expanse of water between my
Oh,
area
okay.
and Fife.
So not too far then.
Not far, no.
Sarah Oliver on Sock TV.
Ah, I don't know what that is. So who was Mexican then?
Well, lots of people are Mexican.
No, and I'm sure I
Just
saw.
kidding. Norma.
So Norma's.
But lived in the.
Oh, Kinghorn for 16. Oh, wow.
Yeah, there we
Must
go.
have been the only Mexican in Kinghorn Fife. The little places with.
Can't be too many, huh?
Not many, no.
Yeah. It's my brother. He's silly.
Oh.
So Crystal watches the ball drop. So I learned today, and this is so funny. I'm almost 50. I've lived in New York my whole life, and I only learned just today that there's kind of a ceremony when they raise the ball at 6 o'clock. I never knew that.
Oh, wow.
And I said to my husband, I said, did you know that they did something when they raised the ball? He's like, no, I didn't know.
Is the ball?
Nobody cares about it going up. We just want to see it come down.
Yeah. So is it something that's there all year round and it's only used on New Year's Eve?
No, they put it in storage somewhere. It's made of like all these crystals and stuff. They talk about it every year, what it's made of. It's pretty amazing.
Sounds good. I have seen it on the TV.
Good night, Joe. Sleep well.
Happy New Year, Joe. How long have you got to New Year?
Let's see. It is 11:17. So we've got about 43 minutes till 2021.
Oh, look, in Crochet Every Day with Judy, her maiden name's Galloway. That's a real Scottish name.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I took my kids for the first time in 2017 to Scotland. They'd never been. And I don't think they'll go back. They thought it was a bit grey, was what they said.
Yeah, well, that's what they say. I've never been, but it's on the list.
It's beautiful. It really is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I took them, there's a pub down the road from us called Speaker's Corner. And we've gone for tea there a few times. And we went to Hyde Park in London and I took them to Speaker's Corner. And I said, listen, this is where we go for tea, do you know, Speaker. And they were so unimpressed. And my older boy said, Mom, I could have seen this on Google Earth. And I thought, you are so ungrateful.
Yeah.
You know?
Sounds like a teenager.
Yeah, and it was all.
So a lady at CVS told me to burn a green candle for luck in the new year. So I bought a green candle and I'm going to light it now.
I've never heard of that.
Never heard of that one. So what do you do in New Zealand? Is it just like everywhere else where everybody counts down and kisses the person next to you? But yeah, in Scotland you do the first foot, right?
Yes, we didn't do a first foot here, but a first foot tradition is, yeah, you have to, it's meant to be a lump of coal, but normally we bring like a packet of shortbread, a calendar. Have you ever seen those calendars? It's got the West Highland and the Scotty, the terriers, the white and black terriers. You see it on the black and white whiskey? Oh, well, that's
I've never seen it.
One of those calendars, a tea towel, and it's meant to be someone tall, dark, and handsome,
right?
To bring you luck. But I have been the first foot for many, many people, and I was dark when I was young, but I'm certainly not tall, and I've never been called handsome. So you make do with what you've got. But I haven't had a first foot here for a long time. But I think if one of my Scottish friends come, they'll bring something.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, and I'm visiting a friend, not tomorrow, the next day, my friend who's just moved, and I'll bring her something. just for Scottish tradition.
Yeah.
Oh, look, never a red-haired woman. I think you're right there. That
I've
rings
heard that. I've heard that that's bad luck if the first person you see is a red-haired woman. Or I don't know. I just heard a redhead, so
Oh, okay.
Those
See,
gingers, poor things.
and in Scotland, that's the country that's got the most gingers left, isn't it? But not a lot.
I know they're going extinct.
Mm.
It's a recessive gene.
Gingers are going to have to meet
They're gonna
with
They're going to have gene therapy or something.
a mating program.
What's that? A mating program?
Yeah, lots.
Addi says, "Oh no, I have red hair."
Hey, listen, it's funny. I love red-haired girls, women. I think it's beautiful, and their complexions are normally beautiful. But I'm not so fussed on a male with red hair, depending on the colour of their skin. No, David, I'm sorry, I don't. It's all to do with your skin colour. My nephew's is carrot red. He's got a lovely golden, he's not a pale blue ginger, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So sorry to any gingers out there. We do have gingers in my family, so.
Yeah, my mom, well, she was. My mom was a redhead, but and
a lot of us cast auburn because of the.
Yeah. It's just that it's a recessive gene, so every generation there's fewer and fewer. So
exactly. Yeah, we've got a few strawberry blondes, I think. But yeah, David, thank you. Did I get that? Hopefully you've got the nice complexion.
That's funny, Anjanette.
Hey, Anjanette, you just have to make sure that the first person over the threshold isn't you. So get someone else to come.
Yeah, anybody else can come over the threshold, or just stay in the house.
So that he'll be fine.
I was gonna ask you about the Furls. So
I like them.
Are they as good as everybody says?
Well,
because like everybody raves about them, and I'm like, are they really that much different? Like to justify the cost?
I love them.
Yeah,
I really do. And I initially, when I got them, and I'm sitting here with one. When I initially got them, I thought, don't see much difference. Then, because I only had maybe one or two sizes, I think I got 4 initially, and it was from my girlfriends for my birthday last April. And I didn't have a certain size, so I went back and I used a clover. And it was like going back and trying to crochet with a splintered chopstick in comparison. I gave my clovers away.
Wow.
That's just
because I was thinking the same thing about the clovers. I always just used like a metal hook, and then I went to the clovers. I'm like, oh, this is kind of awkward, but it's okay. And then I got used to it, and now I'm like, oh, I don't use my other ones at all. So I hear everybody talking about the Furls, and
I think it's the way I hold my.
But yeah, how do you hold it? Now I use hold it like a pencil.
I hold.
Or do you hold it like a knife?
A knife hold.
Yeah.
Knife hold. And that does make a difference. But I used to, using a clover, I used to get a sore bit about here.
Oh.
Because I think it must be the way I hold. I maybe hold too far down. But this length is just perfect for me. Just seems that bit longer.
It's so pretty.
But also, I do find them, it's like knitting needles that can be a bit slippery. I do find these slippery for certain yarns. So then I bought the streamlines. And they're good.
The streamlines, are they a different kind of...
They're resin, I think.
Oh, okay. I was going to say they must not be the metal then.
And they've got a tiny little bit of grip to them. And it's, yeah. So these are my everyday ones, but with the slippery yarn, I use the streamline. Yes,
And
who said that I can crochet much longer? I'm the same.
yeah.
That's another thing. I don't get a sore hand, and I seem to have more stamina.
And Jeanette says, my husband bought me a lot of clovers for sizes I do not have, so I can have some others to try.
Good. And that's why I was hesitant about answering the furls. But as you can see, I always tell the truth. But, you've got to remember there'll be just as many people. If we were put on a stage for a debate, there'd be just as many people who would say that clover outperformed furls. So it's definitely personal.
Yeah, and David was asking about that. Isn't it Kate who's passionate about her clovers? I believe it's Mel, actually. I think it's Melanie that loves her clovers. And that's why I decided to try them, because she loved them so much.
Yeah. And you know, the secret yarnery, Krista, has tried furls and hated them.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
You just never know.
If you buy one, 9 times out of 10, have a look for a discount code, because I haven't bought them yet without a discount code. There seems to always something.
That's how I was with the tulip. I bought one tulip hook just because I wanted to try it out. And is it tulip?
Yeah, tulips.
Yeah, tulips. Yeah. I get my tulips and clovers mixed up. They shouldn't name them both.
Look, Emmy's saying that the wood as well. Yeah, they do lovely woods. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and Jeanette, it's taken me ages to build them up. I still don't have them all, and it'll be a year in April.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, David. Someone's going to send you one. They can send me one too. Oh, now that's interesting. It snags
which one is it, Crystal? It's not. It won't be an Odyssey, will it? Because they're sometimes too slippery.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the tulip. Is I took a little getting used to, because there's so much glide on that hook that I drop those stitches.
Yeah.
Here you go. Furls hooks are not cheap as chips.
No, they're extremely expensive.
Yeah.
They've got a special on at the moment because they're doing away with the gold ones. And the gold ones are $66 each. They're stopping.
I couldn't do it. Them. Yeah, so I couldn't do it.
Is it a BOG offer? Do you know that buy one, get one free?
Oh, BOGO, yeah.
BOGO, that's it. They're doing, you get 2 for $66. And I pondered buying, I thought, no.
I shuddered at $30 for the tulip. My husband went for a crochet hook.
Hey, did you see that Ice Yarns are selling tulip now?
Oh, are they?
And cheaper.
Yeah. I'll have to look into it. I do like them, but I like the clovers too. Lizzie says, I recently made my very first online purchase, and they were Furls Odyssey and Streamline. I haven't used it, but we'll be doing so next year.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Crystal.
Yeah, see, Crystal, that's a wooden one. I decided not to do the wooden because I've heard that they can be snaggy.
Yeah. I've only tried a wooden hook once. It's okay. It's good for certain things.
Yes. I don't know, Crystal, but I'm sure someone said that if you rub is it a candle or something?
Wax, yeah. Wax it up.
Something like that. Or do you know, it's not the stuff it won't be the stuff for the violin strings, will it? There's something to put on, and it helps with that. But no, I decided against it because I had heard that.
Sometimes the streamlines will snag. They just need to be rubbed with alcohol, and then it takes off all the residue that may be left behind.
Oh, that's a good tip.
There we go. Very nice.
Oh, look, Maribel's son's just ordered her the 2 of the gold ones. Hey, they'll end up in the Smithsonian or something in years to come. They'll be a thing of the past. It's unusual and rare.
Yeah. Oh, I hope not.
Oh, and
Hope they'll be common. They need to bring the price down if they want them to be common.
yeah, and the thing is, they probably don't need to because people are buying them at that price. You know, it's why reduce it? The demand's there.
Yeah, as long as people are going to buy them. So another thing I saw in that video, Elaine, was that you had the one case that you had your crochet hooks in, and it was blue. And I was trying to understand where you got it. I thought you said AliExpress, or is that what it's called? Yeah, that's it.
If you haven't heard of AliExpress,
is it Ali with an A?
A, like as in Alibaba. It's all one. And if you got an iPhone, Julie?
Yeah.
It's an app.
Oh, it's an app.
Or it can be you can use it on your laptop or PC. But yes, this is one my little things. So this is my
I found it.
Yeah. It's basically probably not a good thing to buy from, because do you know how everyone's trying to get away from that throwaway nation?
Oh yeah.
Express is
their throwaway stuff.
And my husband's trying to go green and reduce his carbon footprint, and I am increasing mine daily. So yeah, I have to change, but I'm a compulsive shopper, and this is a great way
to... It looks like a beautiful bag or case.
Cute. I use it all the time, but I have bought another 2 off AliExpress. I'll send the link to you. I haven't got them yet because they could take a couple of months to get here because it's free postage. And I think it's going to be better because I use this for my streamlines, and I think they're fragile, or I don't know if they are, but
I've heard that people break them. So
I think you can shatter them on tiles and things.
Yeah, I can see that if you drop one on a hard surface. Yeah.
And they're so pretty. They're like works of art.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
So I really like them. So if you want, Julie, I'll send you some links for AliExpress. But I don't know how much. I can't remember how much they cost. 14 New Zealand. So
I have no idea what the exchange rate is for New Zealand to US.
I do have a thing on my phone because I always have to buy overseas because we're limited here as to what we can get.
Yeah.
And I always convert, but Emmy's got the most beautiful display for my
Emmy, you need to send us a picture onto the Whippy Chick Crochet Connections Facebook. Yeah, so we can see.
I love that, but I forever crocheting in different areas, so I always like to be portable.
She is portable too. You should see this Craftsman carrying case she's got for all of her stuff. That's awesome. I love that. I was like, wow, she's got the best ideas. I was going through your videos and kind of reviewing them again tonight. I was like, I gotta talk about all the cool stuff that Elaine's got going on over there at her channel.
I just bought yesterday. It'll take ages to come. It's from somewhere in the States, and it's the is it Stanwood Wool Winder? It's meant to be the best one in the world, apparently.
I got the cheapest one in the world, but it works pretty good.
Well, I got the AliExpress version of the Stanwood, and it's good, but do you know the cogs? They jump. It's not lined up properly. And my husband's an engineer, and he could probably fix it, but it was cheap. And I says, "Look, don't bother." I says, "Just buy me the real one."
Oh, yeah, mine doesn't do that. I don't think.
No.
Unless the cake gets just too big for what it's designed for, then it'll skip a little bit.
Hi, Viviana. Yeah, I want to see Emmy's display, so if you could do that. Oh, Chick Nanigans, I've heard that. They make blocking boards and things, don't they? I looked
I
at
don't
that.
know. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, they do. I looked at getting something shipped to me from them. Do you know how I've got that board that I put my granny squares on?
I love that.
They're great. And I went for one that had the most, I think it's got 81 holes. So I can do diamond, every shape.
Yeah. Yeah, you
But
could do like if you were doing a hexagon, like a granny
yes,
hexagon or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Well, that Shenanigans did them, but they didn't ship to New Zealand. So I went on eBay and there's people there and it's handmade by someone in Poland.
Nice.
So it's it's beautiful.
Yeah, Emmy says that Furls sells the I think she's talking about the Stanwood, maybe.
Or the blocking boards.
Jenny, I would recommend that. Elaine's got a great channel called Kiwi Crocheter, so go check it out.
Still little, Jenny, and I am just doing it as a hobby because I didn't have anyone else to speak to about my yarn
Me too.
obsession.
Me too. And mine's still pretty small too.
But
I'm excited. I might hit 600 soon. I'm excited about that.
Oh, like Julie, I go up 10, down 12, up 5, down. I just go up and down. I don't think I offend people, but I suppose I'm in a quiet
there's no
place.
way. There's no way. How would you offend anybody?
Oh, well, I did mention that thing about my yarn and I said it was Trump orange. Did you hear that? And then my husband went, you do realise you have a lot of American subscribers? And I was like, oh, well, what's wrong with that? He went, that can be seen as offensive. I'm like, oh.
No.
And I bought this gorgeous wool. I actually I'm not going to say it because I actually cut it out. It was one of my first videos. And yes, it is a Scottish accent. Yeah, I did say some not improper, but could be taken the wrong way. So we cut them out of my first few because I was speaking like I was speaking to my friend.
Well, I think that people like that. But yeah, I know what you mean. You have to try to please everybody.
Well, some know at work on my first video I ever did, it's a guy, and he went, Elaine, you've got a YouTube channel. I watched it and I've worked with him for 12 years. And he went, that's the first time in all the years we've known each other that I've heard you speak for 30 minutes without swearing. I'm Scottish.
So that's hard for you, I guess, huh?
Oh, not in my line of work. You know, I'm fine at work, but yes, I can be quite passionate about things.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Passion can involve the odd.
How do we say it?
Hi, Tammy.
Oh, thanks, Tammy. Yeah.
Glasgow, no, Julie, I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Dundee. And about an hour and a half from Glasgow across the way.
Across the way.
Across the country, because it's not massive.
Across the way.
Emmy thrives on improper. Oh, that's so cute. Last night we were accusing each other of being vulgar. I love that word. It sounds kind of like Downton Abbey kind of.
Vulgar sounds like exactly what it means.
Yes, it's a great word, isn't it?
It is. Let me see. I had a couple other questions for you. Oh, so I was going to ask you what your favorite kind of project is to make because I see a lot of blankets. So I thought maybe that was your favorite.
It is.
But you haven't been crocheting all that long, so maybe you don't have a favorite yet.
I made one wearable. It was a baggy top, and I didn't like it, so I added sleeves and put a frill on. It was average. I think I was too inexperienced. So I'm kind of building up my confidence with the blankets, and I'm definitely getting there, but they're very time consuming.
Yeah, so they are. That's why I kind of always go with baby blankets or Lapgans because
Yes, yeah. I think you also, people don't realise you kind of, there's a lot of blood, sweat and tears in them, isn't there?
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
terrible. So I think you mentioned that book I got for my Christmas, and it's got 120 stitches with decrease, increase, and increase, decrease in the
Yeah, I
middle.
love that because most of them don't have that.
Well,
It's
I
funny.
don't have any knowledge about it, Julie, so I thought this is a way that I can maybe make things.
Yeah, I'm looking for my book because I was just looking at it before we started.
Emmy, have a channel. You know, I don't know, do you ever watch Chevy Rell? Chevy Rell is a knit channel, but she does crochet. I love Chevy Rell. She was doing a live before us. And she is, I think it's called Chevy Rell Stuff. She's from America somewhere.
I'll have to
And
look it up.
when she starts, it's what's
Looks like
your
Emmy knows her.
She's young and she has a drink. She's hilarious. I don't know how young she is, but she looks young, very pretty, and makes gorgeous stuff. She just says what she wants. There's no holds barred. And I think as I get more confident, I'll probably become more myself. And then only people that, well, I am myself. Do you know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is me. But I'll relax because Julie knows I was really nervous today, wasn't I?
Yeah, she was.
Hmm.
I was like, why? Just
I
like having a conversation.
I was like that. Ugh. And
I sent her my questions just so I wouldn't surprise her with anything.
And
I always have questions.
Some of them I thought, oh, I don't know how I'd answer, but I was planning to calm down. I was making this and I was just coming to the last bit to do the band, and I happened to look down and there was a big hole, and it was, say, maybe about 3 rows down or 4. Yeah, well, it was like at the 9, remember I said to you.
Yeah.
So do you know, I couldn't even crochet this because I was so nervous. I couldn't concentrate. And in my head, I was thinking, whiskey, wine, whiskey, wine.
Oh yeah, I had some which which would you prefer, whiskey or wine?
Chevy Rell, that look, Maribel's saying that. Yes, I love her. I think she is so funny, and she's a dog lover. I love dogs.
I do too, obviously, right? If you've watched my channel much, you know that I love my dog. How's Teddy doing?
Teddy's they didn't get it all.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Yeah, I said, yeah, but he is doing amazingly well. But I've noticed he's struggling to jump on the bed and things, but they did say that they kind of damaged nerves because it was right on the elbow, do you know?
Yeah.
And there's no flesh or anything there. You know what their legs are like. It's just
that's why they had to take Willie's leg, because there was nothing to save it.
They did kind of say that to us, but our vet, he's been our vet for donkey's years. He's I think he's on the spectrum.
For donkey's years.
Donkey's years. Oh, look, none of the 9 relax. But he's honestly, but he's kind of on the spectrum, we think. Maybe, so he's one of those people who his vet skills are off the chart. Do you know, he's amazing. And so he said he wanted to do this, and he'd do a skin flip, which vets are scared to do. So Teddy's become like, I don't know if they have the equivalent, but do you know the Lancet, the medical journal?
Yes.
I was saying Teddy's in the doggy equivalent of the Lancet.
Really?
Because it's a massive success. But then when we went back and stitches were out and things, and he says, we probably will have to amputate. But he'll have a while with his leg.
Yeah.
But he's so stupid. We just don't think he'll manage with 3 legs.
Oh, you'd be surprised. It's all instinct, I think. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Elaine's dog has the exact same kind of cancer that that my dog had, and my dog recently had the amputation, and he's doing really, really well. And I did have to take him to the vet last week because he had been licking the spot where his hair was growing back in, his fur was growing back in, and he actually irritated his skin so much that he gave himself an infection. So he's on an antibiotic again. But other than that, he's doing really, really well. So I'm encouraging Elaine that it can be okay with 3 legs. Not the end of the world.
It's just they are like, I mean, I do prefer them to my children. So, you know.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe they're going to let you sleep in the house tonight.
Very grand.
Thank you, Jenny. That's sweet.
But Julie, where is Ho? Oh, she's saying to Julie Woolley, isn't that cute?
Oh, it is, isn't it? I didn't even pick up on it. I saw right before I started tonight on the live, I saw a channel that I never heard of. There's at least 600 billion crochet channels, and it was 100 Acre Wool. 100 Acre Wool.
I
thought that was so cute.
And that I kept thinking 100 Acre Wood, you know, with Winnie and yeah. 100 Acre Wool. I just saw that yesterday too.
I just saw it tonight.
She's pretty, isn't she?
She is, and her lighting is amazing. That was what my husband said. He goes, "Wow, she's got good lighting."
Yeah.
That's how we watch YouTube channels now. We check out people's lighting and
I know. I'm always thinking that I'll become a better vlogger with better equipment. So, you know, and I've only got my phone on my laptop now.
That's what I used to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I showed my husband, this 4K camera is amazing and blah, blah, blah. And he went, you don't need that. He says, and I was like, I'm future-proofing my channel. Get me a, you know, I only have 300 subscribers. Yes, some people are amazing at it. Like Julie, you're great with the production and things.
Oh, that's become to me as addictive as the yarn.
It's so cool.
I can't leave it alone. I've got to play with it.
Well, I know, as you said, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it really, I enjoy that as much as your content.
Oh, thanks.
You know, watching what you've got. They're so sweet. Oh, see, Emmy saying you're an artist. Now, what kind of artist?
Oh gosh, I'm way behind, aren't I?
I'm just looking at.
I forget to scroll down. Emmy
is
an artist. Emmy does beautiful work, and she's also got her very own alpaca herd.
Oh,
they're so cute, and one's name is Emerson.
I've seen pictures. Oh no, I remember that. You spoke about. Is there someone at school called Emerson?
Yeah. I had. We have a student named Emerson who's a girl, but Emmy is a boy.
Emmy, so, I'm going up hopefully soon to I'm going to film it to meet an alpaca herd. I met her at one of the yarn shows that I did make a video about, and it's called Gumtree Gully Alpacas, and it's just 20 minutes up the road from me. Yeah. And they've had a new baby boy called Odin.
Oh,
Odin, he's on Instagram and he's on Facebook. So they do tours for schools and things, but her name's Kathy. And I said, Kathy, I have to come up. She went, I'd love you to come up. So I'm going to go up and film it and see the baby. And I don't know when, but I'll do it soonish.
So Emmy was saying that that's what you need to say to your husband. You need all these things because you're an artist.
And I have to say it that way. I'm an artiste.
An artiste.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
I'm an artiste.
What would it be? Je something artiste.
I'm an artiste. Oh. I make art.
Yes.
Mostly I make a mess.
Oh, Normas from Guadalajara.
Yeah.
How on earth could someone from Guadalajara end up in Fife? I mean, that's like, I don't know how
someone from Scotland end up in Auckland?
Oh, I suppose. But then you've got to remember, Scotland, Australia, and New Zealand are made
Yeah.
up of, well, America too.
Yeah.
We had family that went to the States from Ireland. They went to the States. I mean, this is a couple of generations, or 3 generations ago. They went to America. They went to England. They went to Scotland. I think maybe some Canada. I don't know. So everyone's spread out. And at least I came of my own free will. I didn't come as a convict.
I know. Oh my gosh. I've read some of the history.
Yeah.
It was
Some in
bad.
Australia. And I don't know if Tasmania too, possibly. Yeah, but Australia had
Yeah. And they didn't, the convicts didn't have much to start with. It
no,
was just like, there you go, build a life.
yeah, it's basically probably better in prison than being free because there was nothing for them. You know?
Yeah, they had to do everything to survive.
I know.
So Emmy says you will love the baby Kriya. You will want
Oh,
to bring Odin home with you. That is fun. So you're gonna
yeah.
you're gonna film it?
Yes, I had asked her, a while back. I says I'll come up. Then I message again. I'm going to have to. She went anytime, and I would like to get some yarn as well from her. I did make like a purpley. Oh no, it's not there. A purpley scarf thing, shawlette with the alpaca. Really nice yarn. So I'm going to go up and get some yarn too. But that's funny, that Kriya, she'd mentioned initially, there's a new baby Kriya. And I was like, that she must have not used spell check. What's
I
the
know. I
Kriya?
did the same thing. I was like, what does that mean? I never heard of it.
I know, Julie, I've been here since 97, but I went back in 98 for 6 months. And so I permanently became a resident here in 99. So it's quite a while. And I still have my accent.
Don't lose it.
No,
I love your accent.
it's nice here. There's so many. We're all like my next door neighbour. One way South African, then Scottish, English. It's a real,
Got a little
melting
melting
pot.
pot. Melting pot. Woo, we said it at the same time.
We did.
All right, so it looks like we have got 8 minutes left before the new
Now,
year.
do you want me to stay or go?
Of course, I want you to stay.
Okay, I just didn't want to ruin your new year because you might want to hug your husband and
because we had 3 COVID positives in our family. I don't even want to touch anybody.
no. Actually, that's a good move because my girlfriend who's a nurse had it. She came out of isolation on the 26th of December and she said she was so ill.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's fine, but she couldn't eat, she couldn't. Oh, and so I wouldn't wish it on anyone. So you're doing it right. Don't risk it.
Yeah. He'll be there. He's not going anywhere.
Exactly. And you'll know soon enough that you're okay.
Yeah. Well, until today, we heard about the other 2 yesterday. And I said, okay, so we've got 5 more days left until we'll know for sure that we're good. And then he was with another family member helping them get in the ambulance.
Oh, bless.
So, yeah. So that family member also has it. And he was with them hands-on helping.
Yeah. Oh, but listen, it's kind of like you forget about in risks and things when you're wanting to help someone you love.
Right. And he had his mask on and stuff, but
it's just instinct, isn't it, to help people that you
absolutely, especially when it's a family member.
Unless there's blood, because then I'll faint and then you'll have to help me. At all.
Yeah. So I'm just keeping positive and don't worry about it unless I have to worry about it.
Hey, look, Norma's saying in Mexico, the most popular brand of socks are McGregor. Looks like Scottish people went there too.
They're everywhere.
People
Taking
probably
over.
left Scotland because we were so poor, you know.
Well, you were pretty mistreated too.
Yeah, exactly. So there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, that's another history, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Jenny's saying they definitely did have convicts in Tasmania. Ah, actually, Jenny, you're right. I just watched about the shooting at Port Arthur, and that was a prison or something, wasn't it? They remembered when I think Australia banned guns because I don't know how many years ago, but 90s maybe, there was a mass shooting.
Oh.
So, and it was at Port Arthur, I'm sure. I just watched it. It was a young guy with mental health problems, and kids and things were killed. And it's a tourist spot, so you wouldn't think to go on holiday to a tourist place and be killed, would you? So, oh, look, Laurie's going, oh, go and kiss the husband. Oh, how sweet. Oh.
Maybe Elaine wants to go and kiss the husband.
Oh
no, she's already had her.
Done mine, thank you very much.
She's already had her New Year's 18 hours ago.
I know. I'm all muddled up with days. What day is it today? Friday for me.
It's Thursday here.
Yeah,
well,
I'm all muddled.
So Thursday here for 4 more minutes.
Yeah. So tomorrow is... No, it's not. Sunday is Jan Hookers for me. Saturday for you.
Yeah,
it's Sunday morning, I think, or something. Yeah. Oh, Jenny, so was I right then? I saw it was terrible. Yeah, and I saw his mum getting interviewed recently, the guy, and she's saying that he's innocent and it was someone else. And there's proof that it was him, but they never mind. Oh, I'm a redhead, but not the first to cross the threshold. Good on you, Emmy. You don't want to be doing that and bringing the wrath of the ginger head on people. Ooh.
You don't want to do that.
No. But listen, as I said, I'm not tall, dark and handsome, and I have been a first foot more times than I can think. And the people are here to tell that, oh, actually, no, some of them aren't. But never mind.
I was just thinking, I don't have a second hand. Oh, here I do have a second hand.
Oh, thank God.
I don't have a second hand, but I do.
Isn't there a countdown on your phone?
I don't know. I've got so many devices going right now. I don't have a countdown on my phone. Oh, well, it's only in 1 minute and 30 seconds, so we're almost.
Listen, I'm getting excited, and I've already done this.
And I brought my duck horn.
I thought you said duck porn. I was going, I don't know what that is.
I don't either. But the ducks know.
So is that what you blow when you're duck hunting?
I don't know. I don't know where I got this. I used to be a pre-K teacher, and I probably got it from that.
Yes, definitely. Oh, this is so let me see now. So you've got a second hand, haven't you?
I do. So we've got about 50 seconds, it looks like, according to mine, but it's probably not super accurate. People are probably going to say it was the new year 10 minutes ago. Actually, there is a delay for the people on YouTube. They're going to see us about 10 seconds late.
Oh, well, I hope you've cut out some inappropriate things I've said then, Julie.
You haven't said anything inappropriate. I'm sure.
There's a delay, yes.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, but that's okay.
Yes.
All of the chats are saying 12 a.m. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, I'm counting to yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Oh, that's great. Oh, all the best, Julie.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. Jenny says my tablet's about to die. She made it just to New Year's.
Oh, Jenny, your tablet's about to die. Happy New Year, Jenny. Nice to hear from you. Happy New Year, Pat, Maribel, Lizzie
Lizzie's
King.
still got 3 hours to go.
Oh, so now where is she heading more west then?
Maybe, yeah, out west, maybe California.
Oh.
Oh, thank you, everybody. I'm so glad everybody came. I really wasn't sure if people would stay up late or not. So
No,
I'm excited.
I was wondering, because as I said, fortunately, America's just coming into, but most of my people in the UK and things, they're all
Oh, yeah. Sound
fast
asleep.
asleep. And Pat, who's in Melbourne, so she's mid-afternoon.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's okay.
Right.
Oh.
Well, thank you, everybody, for coming. I think I'm going to close up here because I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, so I'm tired.
Well, Julie, and thank you for inviting me to spend.
Thank you for coming. It was so fun. I love having you.
Hey, and it was great meeting all your friends.
Yeah, I think so. All right, we'll just click through a couple more.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to see their name up there.
4 p.m. in Melbourne. Awesome, Pat. Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. Take care, everybody. We'll see you later.
Cheerio.
Bye. Oh, yeah. Cheerio.
Cheerio.